first, we gotta give it
Make
up
some
for
noise,
the
ladies.
Hey.
Yes. So we're going to be bringing out some single men. They're going to come around this corner one by one. If he comes around and he's your type, you're feeling what you're seeing, what you're hearing, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything he said that you're just like, oh, red flag, no, this.
Okay, so you are watching this from the perspective of a husband that's been married since 2013 with the same woman since 2007, plus a professional matchmaker with a company, like a professional. I do this for real, right? You can call it a dating coach, but I don't believe in dating, so professional. So we're going to decide whether pop the balloon dating is better than Tinder app dating. And if neither one of them are good for someone seriously looking for a relationship, where do they go from there then?
Guys, not for me. Go ahead and pop your balloon, and then I'll go over to a few of you and see why you ended up popping. Are you ready? All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Dexter. How's everyone doing?
Oh, okay, ladies. Like, this ain't good. Sound like a little choir.
Okay, so we don't have any balloons popped yet. We're gonna look at some of the comments of this video, guys. Remember, this is a deep analysis. I brought scientific proof of whether or not it is good to date someone off one of these shows or date someone off of a Tinder app or something like that. Let's look at some of the comments, okay? So it says 5'5" woman telling a 6 foot man he is almost the same height because you want to wear 7-inch heels is insane. Happens every show. Now, let's break this down. Keep in mind, guys, a lot of these people, you know, when they state their name and what they do, it highlights their Instagram account and everything like that. So a lot of these people aren't really looking for love. So they don't want to say something too disrespectful, but they also try to say stuff that, you know, goes viral so that you'll start trying to go Google them or look them up on Instagram or Twitter to follow them and everything like that. So you have to take that with a grain of salt. Then another person says the girl with the light blue dress is kind of annoying. Chances are that's an intentional thing. Somebody said, I pop because he is a content creator. I'm very private. Social media is not my thing. A private person that comes on a YouTube dating show. Contradictory, right? So let's go ahead and get a little bit more information before we judge, all right?
Dexter, how old are you?
35.
And what do you do?
My background's in social work, but I do work in education as a program manager, and I do mental health therapy as well.
Very nice. Now, Dexter, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I would say travel's like number one for me. I love traveling. Anytime I get an opportunity to go to the airport, that's like my number one thing right there. So I definitely like to travel. In addition to that, content creation. I'm into content creation. So I just started a podcast not too long ago on all things mental health. So definitely check that out if you get a chance.
You see how he just shouted out his podcast and everything? He could care less if these chicks, like, dude, this is a joint venture show, right? Like, a lot of these people are already made with some type of career or something, and they're trying to get publicity, which I ain't mad at. The issue is how ignorant people act on the show. Since they're not actually looking for love, you have to be responsible for how you're portraying this. A lot of people that are new to the dating realm, people just getting out of high school, people still in high school are watching these shows. And for the most part, they're watching them for entertainment, but some people will think that this is how you're supposed to behave. If a dude try to talk to you or holler at you, this is how you respond. A lot of them haven't been out there in the field yet, so they're going to be ignorant as hell, dumb as hell, replying with stupid answers, probably get their wig knocked off if a dude haven't been raised right based off of the stuff that they see on these shows. We're going to get to Tinder in a minute, so keep watching.
And my new thing has been bartending. Yeah, so I picked up bartending as like a new gig after I finished school a couple months ago. So I like it. It's cool.
Cool. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for my wife. Somebody with wife
Okay.
qualities. Definitely looking for one of God's daughters for sure.
Okay,
Somebody
I
that's
heard
kind,
that.
caring, nurturing. Somebody that likes to have fun for sure. Somebody that I can have a good time with. Someone that's family oriented. Yeah, that's really big for me. I have a big family, so I'm big on family for sure.
Good. Now,
Okay.
what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Someone that is not a Christian. I am Christian, so I'm definitely big on that for
What?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody that's not family oriented. I would say, in addition to that, somebody that doesn't really like to have fun. Somebody that doesn't really know, what it is that they want to do and
Okay.
whatnot.
So this dude ain't got no pops pause yet. He said a deal breaker is if you're not a believer. He wants one of God's daughters. You understand? This is one of the worst places to find that. None of them popped yet, but that does not mean they're one of God's daughter. Okay. Uh, Woo, boy. It says the brother who gave out flowers to everyone was sweet. Okay, we ain't even gonna go that far. Now, this is what I wanna do, guys. Now let's talk about Tinder real quick. You guys can watch the full episode and all of that on my channel. I'm going to actually react to this entire episode, so you can go back and watch that as well. But before you leave, if you're ready to go along with me for this rough ride, go to that button up under this video and subscribe. Stop being stingy with the finger, baby. Pause. All right. Okay, so now, what are some of the dangers of Tinder dating? Well, first, we need to remember that balloon pop dating, it sucks, okay? These people are not serious. You understand what I'm saying? Men and women. For the men that do come on our series, a lot of them get played because the women are just trying to promote themselves. It is very rare. When they do the little follow-ups and everything like that, Arlette will do the follow-ups. It's a tiny percentage of them that are actually still dating after a show. It's kind of like how Bella and Edward from the dang on Twilight Saga some years back, they had to pretend that they liked each other until the movie trilogy was over, or if it was more than a franchise, right? Once that movie trilogy was over, you saw Bella, or Kirsten, whatever her real name is, she started dating women. So what does that tell you? Never really liked his butt. But it was a love interest thing in a movie, so they tried to make it real to sell tickets. Now, this is exactly what they're doing on these shows right here. So it's not really set up to find true love. If they just so happen to, then that's awesome. But it's not set up for that. All right, so before we get to Tinder, guys, I want you guys to know, as I said before, I do have professional matchmaking services. I've been married since most of y'all kids haven't even been thought of. You understand what I'm saying? So I know what it takes to find a wife and to keep a wife, and for a healthy, happy relationship that has longevity and everything like that. It doesn't matter the country. We know how to, match you with someone that is traditional, has great morals, a good upbringing, doesn't feel like it's slavery to serve her husband, or raise children and everything like that. A real strong relationship built on values that could lead to marriage. That is what we connect you with. You can find those resources in the first pinned comment. So now, what is so dangerous about Tinder? Well, number one, catfishing. Some users may create fake profiles or pretend to be someone else to deceive or scam others. Now, guys, this is 2024. If you're still getting catfished, what's going on? The only way you can be catfished is if you're trying to catfish somebody else in 2024. What do I mean by that? Hey, even if they do try to play you on Tinder, you have the ability to video chat with them now. No more of that hold up a picture with this word on it bull crap when we got AI that can do all this stuff. Now it's also starting to get to the point where AI can do the videos too. So yeah, I better hurry up and find somebody seriously. All right, now number two, scams and fraud. There are instances of people asking for money. Now that's crazy, right? That's real talk, especially in third world countries and stuff, but not even just that. You got women on there trying to get you to subscribe to they OnlyFans and all of that extra bull crap. Dog, it's not a serious environment as well, And then you have Privacy concerns. Sharing personal information on dating apps can lead to privacy risks, including identity theft and stalking. So you really don't want to be on these platforms like that, okay? Because people can hack these mugs at any given time. Now we got harassing. Users might face unwanted messages, harassment, or abusive behavior from other individuals. Now, if you're a dude watching this, you probably ain't tripping off that too much. Now, meeting strangers. Meeting someone in person from an app carries risks, as you may not truly know who they are or their intentions. Now, real talk, in the States, well, in Colombia too. I'm in Panama right now. But in Colombia, that's a lick. You know, a lot of American dudes going to Colombia, especially the Medellin area and everything. They looking at you like a lick, you know, because it ain't like how it was, 5, 10 years ago, where it was a safe haven and a good place for us to go, because now people have created YouTube channels and blew up the spot, telling the whole world that this is the spot. This is where Negroes can go. You can keep you can have a lot of money there and all of that stuff. So these Colombians, they watch our YouTube videos. Freaking idiots, stop with the YouTube videos. If you're gonna make travel vlogs, stop making it about the damn women, man. For real, y'all messing stuff up in other countries now. But anyway, in the US, they got the, setup girls, what they call them, jump out girls, setup girls, or something like that, where, they'll meet you on Tinder. You'll go to their location and their real boyfriend and brothers will pop out, rob you, maybe even kill your butt. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the most extreme reasons to not be on freaking Tinder as well. Number 6 reason is this is where the people with the STDs hide out. You understand what I'm saying? You don't meet them in school where you can tell their reputation, or church where you know their reputation, or the job where you might know their reputation. They can hide out where nobody knows who they are on these apps, guys. So they can meet you in public. You never got to see their family or friends and stuff, and they can transmit something to your butt because they know nobody really likes to wear rubbers. Okay, and so you leave with the gift that will destroy you. All right, emotional manipulation is next. People can use emotional manipulation to exploit trust and create unhealthy relationship dynamics. You understand? Phishing attacks, addiction to swiping. It's just endless amounts of like crap that comes along with these apps. You're already stuck on TikTok all day or YouTube, right? You're a consumer, you're not really producing, so like now you're just adding lust to it and everything like that too. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Like I said in the first pinned comment, those are the resources for our professional matchmaking services. It is high end. Why? Because we're helping you find your mate for life, right? God said it is not good for a man to be alone. You understand? So you're supposed to get to yourself a wife, a helpmeet, one like unto yourself. So with our matchmaking services, we find you good, women with morals and standards, and not aggressive and masculine like in the States and all of that extra stuff like that. So we're going to explain more and all of that. So go to the first pinned comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel.